Hi, there is Bibi Cameron, and in the video today I want to show you how I make wafer paper flowers using Blossom Builder Punch by Stampin' Up. And to decorate this plate, I'm using metallic foil doilies by Stampin' Up and a thank you tag just to place the cookie on top. These flowers are extremely easy to make. This is only a tiny example, but you can make bigger decorations for cakes or even salty dishes like sushi. They will add a wow factor to any plate. I make cookies today and this cupcake, and also this colorful version of the white flower. I will show you how to make this one in the second part of this video. The first thing I'm going to need is wafer paper. You can buy it online and it comes in package of 5, 10, 20 sheets. And if you see, it has a side that has texture and the other side is kind of glossy. I'm going to work in the side that it has texture. And the first thing I'm going to do is to cut 2 strips of paper, like so, to be able to pass it through the punch easily. You can punch out individual petals with this punch. It's called Blossom Builder Punch from Stampin' Up. And all you need to do now is insert the paper from right to left, like so, and start punching the paper. Remember to insert the paper from right to the left. This will make the punching easier. But I also do it from left to right, if you can see here. It's going to work also, but you need to pay attention and not catching those indentations created on the paper for the shapes at the left in the punch. So inserting the paper from right to left is going to save you time and paper. This is a silly tip, but it might be helpful for you. So now I'm going to punch the small flower and I'm going to insert the paper from the right to the left like so. Placing the punch facing you, as I'm doing here of course, and then you can keep punching and it will be very easy and fast. So I finished punching the small petals and now I'm going to make the leaves for the flower. As this punch doesn't include the flower leaves, I grab the coordinating stamp set, which is this one, is Bunch of Blooms, and I stamp the leaf on wafer paper, then I trim it. I cut several small squares and place them one on top of each other. Then I use the leaf as a pattern to cut several of them at the same time, just like that. Now I have all the parts for the flower and I'm going to use this shaping foam by Wilton. You can use any foam you have available at home. Then I place the petals on top of that foam and I spray a little bit of water. And this is not completely necessary, but I can use a tool to try to give them a little bit of extra shape. And I have to be very careful when doing this because if I apply a lot of pressure, I can make a hole or tear the paper. Like so. Look at this example here. So be gentle when you are working with this paper and always use a foam when you are trying to give it shape. Now I'm going to use this K-Tint liner, which is some kind of non-sticky paper, and I'm going to place all the wet petals on this non-stick surface and I'm going to allow them to dry there. You can also allow the petals to dry on a dry foam. If the foam is wet, the paper is going to keep absorbing the water and the paper is going to get very crisp. Now I'm going to do exactly the same with the leaves and I'm going to apply a little bit of water there and I'm going to make a little bit of pressure in the base of the leaf and then with my 2 fingers I'm going to guide the paper to join there in that part so that I get a nice leaf shape. It also occurs to me that I can use an aqua painter or an aqua brush to apply water to the petals. That will be kind of easier and you are not going to spray water everywhere. So you can control the water. And in these small petals here, I'm going to apply water only at the top of the petal. And that's all. So now I'm going to leave this dry to a side and I'm going to show you how to put the flower together. I made the cookies and I covered them with some icing I got from a local shop, and I also using this icing to paste the petals together. So is this icing here. This product was great for me because I don't have any bakery equipment. So all I have to do is use one of the tips in the package. I screw it to the sachet and I just apply it on the cookie like that, like if I was using hot glue or glue. Please notice that the petals I'm using here are completely dry. These are not the petals I showed you in the previous step. These are completely dry, okay? We are going to use the other petals to enrich this flower, and I will show you that in the next step. So for now, I paste 4 petals, like so, and try to give dimension with my hands. I'm making this very slow to show you with detail, just in case you are completely new to this kind of stuff like I am. So just paste it like that. And also if you want to use the sponge to make flower papers, it's the same process, but I use hot glue. You can decorate boxes or any other paper craft project with this kind of flowers. So then I apply a little bit more of the icing and I'm going to add 4 small petals like so. And I'm going to add some candy pearls to the center of the flower. And I noticed that they don't paste well on the icing. So it takes a lot of time to try to put them there. So I decided to add a little bit of syrup. I got some in my kitchen, so I just using what I got in my house. And I add a little bit of syrup on top and I just paste them easily. Now when I feel that the petals are quite dry, I'm going to add the leaves just completely underneath the petals like that, and also using icing. And once the icing is dry, you can also apply a little bit of water on the leaves like so, just to make them curled a little bit. Okay, I leave this flower here to dry overnight, and now the icing I used to paste those petals is completely dry. And now it's time to add the creased petals to this flower. Those I applied water in the previous step, like this one here. And all I'm going to do here is applying water to keep the petals together on that flower. In this moment, I don't need any more icing. The icing was to attach the flower to the icing on the cookie. But now I'm going to use water. And I'm going to place the petals in the middle of those existing petals in the flower already. I decided to add more leaves on top of the icing, so I'm going to use icing to paste those leaves on the icing. So to paste wafer paper on icing, I'm using icing, and to paste wafer paper with another wafer paper pieces, I'm going to use water. I also thought that this leaf here has a very nice shape, so I'm going to add it as a petal on the flower. And I'm done. This flower here needs some fixing in the center, so I'm going to add some syrup and I'm going to add more pearls. But that's it. You can add to these flowers as many petals as you want. I will stay here making more flowers and see you in the second part of this video. I will be showing you how easy it is to stamp on wafer paper, and from there you can have many ideas to add fun images to desserts, ice creams, cookies, cakes, whatever you want. And to finish, you can serve your creation in a beautiful plate and they will be the protagonist at any table. Here you have a couple of examples, and the paper doesn't taste so nice, it tastes like holy bread, but you can eat it if you want. I was thinking that if I use sugary water instead water, the paper might taste better, just in case someone wants to eat the flower. But this is not about eating the decoration. I have never seen someone eating the decoration of a cake. However, yes, you can do it. But the point is to try to make the life a little bit more beautiful and enjoy the little things. A cup of tea with a beautiful cookie made with a lot of love. That's it. And I'm not a cookie expert, I'm paper craft expert. So I would like to invite you to visit my independent Stampin' Up shop. You can buy there the punch, the ribbon, the metallic foil doilies, and many other beautiful materials for your craft. Please scroll down and find in the description of this video the links of interest. You will find my shop, my blog, and the supply list I used to make this project. And do not forget to watch the second part of this video. Thank you very much for watching and happy crafting. Bye!
Hey, hey, Stampin' Up worldwide. Here we go. On my way up, 'cause it's up to me. Growing in a field of possibilities, and I'm loving and exploring my creativity. There's always